Okay, today we're back for Friday Spotlight, and today we have Chief Glenn Walton with the Odenville Police Department, and that is in St. Clair County, Alabama. Welcome to the show, Glenn.
Glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, hey, thanks for coming out. We got to thinking about that we're getting close to Halloween and the holidays, and what better to do than to ask somebody that's actually in law enforcement, hey, what's today's trends and what should we be doing to protect ourselves and our loved ones? And so we thought we'd invite you on today and let you tell us all about it.
Sure.
Um, we'll start off with your background. If you want to tell us a little bit about your background.
Sure. So if you want to talk about law enforcement, I got in law enforcement in 1990 as a reserve with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Did that for quite a few years while I had a civilian job. But I got in law enforcement full time in 2006 here with Odenville. Took a full time job here with Odenville 2006. Been here for about 18 years now. And I got sworn in as the chief of police in 2020. So
Man.
almost 5 years as chief now.
18 years.
18 years.
Glenn, you're old.
It flew by quick.
I remember the day you came to work here, so I guess makes both of us getting old, doesn't it?
Yeah, I remember now. One first night I was coming to work, I was driving up here up Alabama Street, and you hauled out across it. You look good in that blue uniform. So.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. That's funny. Can't remember what I ate for lunch yesterday, but I can remember that stuff. So, do you happen to know what the size of Odenville is, square miles and population?
So, as far as what the police department covers, so the police department covers about 143 square miles of jurisdiction.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of territory to cover.
It sure is.
And population-wise, I think we're right around in the 6,000 mark population-wise. It continues to grow as we continue to build.
So we're a very rural city here, but I think, unless I'm wrong, I think square miles wise that Odenville is the biggest city in the whole county as far as square miles, not population wise.
Yeah, I would tend to probably agree with that. Yes.
Yeah, it's we were just talking about right before we started the program here of how long it takes to get from one side of the city to the other if you have a call, and you think it's like 6 minutes if you can run wide open.
So yeah, if we're running lights and sirens to a call, and we're over on the Moody side of our city limits, and we got to get over to the I-59 side. Even run line sirens, you're probably 6-7 minutes before you get over there.
I would think at least, I don't know how many miles that is, but I know it's 8 miles from the center of town over to the interstate.
Thereabouts, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's big for sure. How many officers do you have?
So we have 17 full-time officers, and I have 3 part-timers. We have a sergeant on every shift and 2 officers, so we run 3 officers per shift. We have a full-time captain, and we have a full-time investigator. The investigations was getting a little overwhelming, so we decided to put an investigator in place, and now that has been a great help.
Yeah, I can remember. It doesn't seem like too long ago you only had 10 officers.
So when I first started here, I was the 5th full-time officer hired.
Yeah,
and that was right after we had taken over Branchville.
Right, and I would have told you if you'd have asked me, I would have said, yeah, that's only been like 5 or 6 years ago. But apparently, it's been just a little bit longer than that. So your average calls for the year, do you know what that is?
So catted calls, that's calls for service through our dispatch. We run just probably around 3,600 calls a year. That's calls going through dispatch. That doesn't include officer initiated calls, traffic stops, and things like that. People stop us on the street.
That's actual calls for service that dispatch
calls for service through dispatch. Yes.
Right. And for people that don't know, CAD is computer aided dispatch, and if somebody calls into 911 or they call the non-emergency line, that is considered a catted call, and that's what they end up with. So that's a lot of calls. It's not self-initiated. That's citizens calling for some kind of help.
Correct. It is. It might be something as simple as a dog call. If the dog is causing a problem.
Good Lord, I thought you was going to tell me somebody had a cat in a tree.
We have had those before.
Yeah. So. You give them to the fire department, though, right?
yeah. Well, that's exactly what they do.
Yeah, that's right. So. David won't think that's too funny, but we need to have David on here one day to talk about his smokehouse and all that kind of stuff. That's a really cool thing they have.
They just got through completing this past week. They had the smokehouse up at the elementary school.
Yeah.
Doing their safety training. It's always a great program he does.
Yeah, we need to have him on here. I'll reach out to him and see if he wants to come on and do that. In fact, we might actually even just go out to him to do the smokehouse. That would be fun. Will he have that at the Halloween, the trunk or treat?
Yes, he usually does.
Okay, we're going to talk about trunk or treat in a minute, but you guys need to come out and check out the smokehouse. It's really interesting. About community outreach programs, do you guys have any of those you participate with?
So as far as the police department goes, so we have a program that's called our Cops for Tots program.
Yeah.
Now the previous chief, Adam Pardue, started this program, and we kept it going. It's a great program. So if you have someone that's in need of help for Christmas for their children and all, you can come into to the police department and get an application. We're taking applications now.
Okay.
Fill application out, turn it into us. There's a deadline. I think the deadline is probably somewhere in November.
Is there a criteria for that, or?
There is a criteria, and
Okay.
it's on the application when you come get it.
Okay.
But on average, like I say, last year we provided Christmas for, I think it was 36 children.
Nice.
Great program. And when I say we provide, we really go above and beyond.
Yeah.
These parents come out there and leave. Sometimes we've had parents have to come back for a second trip because we really do try to give these children a good Christmas.
Right. And I know they do because I've actually been out there and seen them do it. For the ones of you that don't know and you've tried to figure out where I live for the last few years watching us, we do actually live here in Odenville. Now I'm not going to tell you where I live for all you stalkers out there, but we do live in Odenville, and so we try to participate in some of this stuff.
But that's a great program.
It is.
We really enjoy doing it. I don't get to take all the credit for it. We have some people that help us. Kelly Brewer, she's our primary person, but the Stephanie with the drugstore and some of the ladies that she works with, they're all part of it, and they do a fantastic job of getting the toys together, getting stuff
I
together.
do know there's a lot of people involved in that, and a lot of people that actually donate this stuff.
Absolutely. Majority of what we get comes from donations.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
corporate donations and private. So
Right.
and part of it is an angel tree. So
Yeah.
there'll be an angel tree in various places throughout the city, and you can pick those items up.
You know, I didn't know what an angel tree was until I don't know, maybe 15 years ago or so, and Kathy come in one day talking about an angel tree, and I thought, you get all kinds of pictures in your head of what an angel tree is, and I was like, well, who wants a tree that's shaped like an angel,
Yeah.
But yeah, the angel trees are really cool.
And of course, we take donations at the PD. So
Yeah.
if you want to come by, and if you want to drop off some toys for us to put in our Cops for Tots, drop them off at the PD. We'll make that part of our little inventory of things to give out. We're very proud of the program. We're very passionate
We're
about
proud of you guys for doing
it.
it,
So,
because it's a lot of work.
It
People
is.
don't understand how much work there is involved in that. So events that are coming up, Halloween is coming up. When this airs, it will be about a week. So
yeah, so events really is coming up right now in the next few months, and of course about September to January is our busy months for events.
Yeah.
We get really busy. So October the 19th is the Odenville Car Show. It'll be at the Odenville High School. It's a great program.
is
It's
this
getting
third year, fourth year?
This is the fourth year.
Fourth year, okay. Yeah.
But it's just to raise money, and it usually is for various funding. A lot of times we do for schools. We started splitting it. So this year the money raised for the car show, part of it will go to the Odenville Police Department, part will go to the fire department, and a third of it will go to the Odenville Athletics High School athletics program.
Nice. Okay.
So,
yeah, that's great.
Usually we always try to include them because that's
Yeah.
always it's always
Yeah.
a good thing to invest in the kids and their sports programs. So
I've actually been out to the ball game a couple of times this year, and they're doing really good.
yes,
They got a new coach.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah, doing really good. So Glenn, tell me a little bit about the library. We haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah, so the library program, we have a great program over there, and I say we, it's the cities, but so Courtney Alexander, which is our librarian, does a super fantastic job.
She
of
really does.
drawing people into the
Yeah.
library and getting people interested in books and things.
We have outgrown our library.
We
by
have
the way.
outgrown the library.
Yeah.
She needs like her own activity center.
She does.
So,
Yeah.
but I do reach out to her to find out, if she has some kind of events coming up that we could talk about. So I do have some events here. So coming up on October 22nd at 2 p.m., she's got a meet the local author. His name is Ken Roberts. He's a local guy here, and he's going to be at the library talking to people. So come by and meet him.
Yeah.
And see what he's got to offer. And of course, each Wednesday at 10 a.m. they have story time. Sometimes we'll simply soft story and they'll read books to the kids.
Right.
It's great.
Oh,
Kids love
yeah.
it. We have
Oh,
a good
yeah.
time with it.
Yeah.
So they have a monthly homeschool crew days where they, I guess it's where the homeschool students come in.
Yeah.
And utilize the library and the books and so forth, so on. I think that's on November 14th at 11 a.m. She has a monthly book club that meets the second Tuesday of each month at 1 p.m.
That turned into a big deal too.
It has. So
Yeah.
I'll come by there sometimes, and there's cars everywhere.
I know.
You know?
The first time I went by up there and I saw cars everywhere, I thought, what in the world they got going on at the library? And that's what they were doing that day.
That's exactly. So it's when I tell you, she's done a great job at the library. She's really done a super job.
She has.
So the library also offers free yoga classes each Monday from Monday and Thursday at 9 a.m.
I probably should sign up for some of those.
I probably should too, but I might embarrass myself. So
yeah.
Everyone can follow us on can follow the library on Facebook for events and so forth and so on. So they have their own Facebook page.
Oh, good.
So you can go subscribe to it and get events announcements. And
I should know that, and I did not know that.
Yeah. So that's just a few of the main events the library does. Like I said, she's always got something going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so if you ever drive by the library and see a bunch of cars.
Yeah, she does an awesome job, and Betty that was there before her, and I'm probably going to date myself here a little bit again, but how long has she been up there now? A year?
Courtney?
Yeah, 2 years.
I'm not going. Probably 2 years maybe.
Yeah,
Going on 2 years.
Time gets away from me. It seemed like Betty hadn't been gone long, and she did a really great job. But yeah, Courtney, man, I just don't even have words for it. I go by there, and
she has definitely stepped up the game.
Oh, I'm telling you. Yeah.
But very, very proud of the library and our program she's put together. So
and I do know there's plans to expand the library right now.
Yeah. So we're always excited when she invites us up, to come read to the kids and different various functions, and so we try to get involved in that as well. So
good for you guys. That's great. Anything else you need to talk about the library?
I think that covers her. So
she ought to be proud you did her good.
Well, I tried.
Right.
October 31st is, of course, our trunk or treat. It's right here on Alabama Street. We'll shut down a small portion of it, and it's getting bigger and bigger every year.
It is.
This is the 10th annual. The 10th annual. That's hard to believe because it doesn't seem 10 years
ago
that quick.
Glenn, you're getting old.
But it's a great thing. If you want to participate, if you want to come out and set up and give out toys, set up a trunk and decorate it and give out candy.
Yep.
It'd be great to have you. The more the better. Of course, the city sets up their tents, and the city always gives away popcorn. If you like popcorn, come out and get fresh popcorn. So.
I was amazed last year how much popcorn was popped in the machines.
Yeah. So we started out with a small popcorn machine.
I remember.
And then we ended up, we had to get 2 popcorn machines.
That's right.
Now we've had to buy a commercial popcorn machine. So
right.
We've popcorn seems to be a big hit.
Seems to be a big hit. And then the church straight across the street from where they usually serve it, they're usually doing hot chocolate, and it seems to be a big commodity too while you're eating the popcorn.
Chase with State Farm, he does hot dogs.
Yeah.
So, but we have the bouncy houses out and so forth, and everybody decorated up, and it'll be it's a great thing. We have a great time with it.
Oh yeah.
And the kids really seem to enjoy it. So.
I did. Last time I went out there, I think it was year before last when I actually got out there in time to really see people, and I think some of the adults were having more fun with it than the children were.
And I was going to mention that. I really do think probably the adults probably have more fun with it than the kids.
I think it's just the excuse to be able to do it. Oh yeah, my kid wanted to dress up, but I thought I'd dress up with them. But yeah, some of the adults really had some pretty cool.
But even if people come out to set up, they have a good time with it. They dress up too, and they decorate the trunks or their tents and all, So it's a great event, and it gets bigger every year also. So.
What about a Christmas parade? We gonna have one again?
We are. We're going to have a Christmas parade. It's always a big hit in the city. December 6th, 7 p.m. We'll have Christmas parade. It'll take the same route that we do for all parades. It'll come down Alabama Street from the school, go up 411, and then come up Burgess Drive.
Yeah.
So just pass on to everyone that portion of 411 will be closed while the parade's going through. So if you have something really important you come to town, you might want to go ahead and scope out an alternate route.
Right. And there's not a good direct alternate route either.
There's not. But the parade, that's the quickest way to get the parade done, and it gives the opportunity for the best opportunity for people to watch the parade and participate. But it's going to be great. We always have a great turnout for floats in the parade. Another great event for the city that we really enjoy doing. It's a lot of work as well.
It is a lot of work,
but the payoff is great.
Yeah. Now the good thing for me is I live pretty close to the beginning of the parade, so we get lots of candy because and if you're at the end of the parade, you're getting nothing because them kids want to throw it out by the double fistfuls when they start, and by the end of it, they got nothing left.
I have to pace myself because I'm usually
Yeah.
leading the parade and I
Are you
got my
like a
candy.
kid? You just want to throw it double fisted?
Yeah, I did. I want everybody to get a handful, but I have to pace myself. Otherwise, I run out of candy for the end and I get these nice ugly looks for handle candy.
That's right. So. Yeah, mean old popo.
That's right. Ran out of candy.
Yeah. How about the seniors? I know the city has a senior program. They run it at the Civic Center.
They do. They have the senior program. They have events that they do. They have field trips they go on. And, of course, they have their meals program. So
yes, right.
If anybody's interested in the senior program, coming out and having a good time with the seniors, you can contact the City Hall and the Senior Citizen. They can tell you how to get involved in that. But it's a great program, and they got quite a few seniors involved in it.
Who do they contact? Is it Priscilla or who do they contact?
You can call her and talk to Priscilla.
Okay. The number up there is 205-629-6366. That's 205-629-6366. And talk to Priscilla. Any of them up there can help you, but Priscilla's kind of like us. She's been there a long time.
She has.
Priscilla was there like in the 80s, and she's still working there today. So she's just better than Energizer Bunny, I guess. She just keeps going.
Keeps on going.
But call up there and talk to her if you got any questions about it. Let's see. Safety for the holidays. I know that's important to everybody, especially if you got little kids running around, you know how they are. You got one running in every direction, and you're out in the parking lot at night with your wife, or your wife's out shopping by herself, which I don't recommend really anymore.
So some good safety tips might be that it's good to know for the Halloween for the children is, first off, all children need to go with an adult.
Yes.
Having bright clothes and bright costumes, having a light on them. Only go to well lit neighborhoods is a good point, and only go to houses that have their lights on.
Yeah.
But big thing is to make sure that the kids are close to you and monitor where they're at, their clothing. I said before, just good child safety is important. I always recommend parents to check all their kids' candy before they don't have it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So those things would be my recommendations for how to keep the kids safe for trick or treating.
Yeah. How about I know Christmas is coming up and everybody wants to go shopping, especially the best day of the year. You know, the black what they call it, Black Friday or Black Monday.
Yeah. Well, they got Black Friday, then they got Cyber Monday, I think it is, or something like that.
Cyber Monday, I'm in for.
Yeah.
But the Black Friday, it's Black Friday. Black Friday, I ain't doing it, man. Them people are crazy. They'll kill you over a toaster.
That's right. I've heard of some arguments in the Walmart over items.
It's crazy. I'm just not doing it. But I know a lot of people get out and shop at nighttime, especially that day. So what tips you got for people for parking lots and stuff?
So some tips that I've used in the past, and I've told my family in the past is, first off, don't carry large amounts of money with you.
Yeah.
Use your credit cards. Use them sensibly, of course. If you're out shopping and you get your hands full and you want to take out your bags to the car, put them in the trunk. Don't put them in the car where they're visible for people to walk by and see and possibly take advantage of that opportunity. But don't pull your credit cards out till the last minute when you get to credit card. Hold your hand, or your cash,
Right.
And just be aware of your surroundings when you're going to your car, to the stores, and back to the stores to your car. Be aware of surroundings. If you feel nervous, go back to the store, find a security officer or somebody to walk you to your car, something,
Yeah.
But just big thing is be aware of your surroundings.
And I know shopping in numbers is good too.
Yes.
Because the bigger
I always
the number.
recommend.
Yeah.
To go with family or friends and shop in numbers. So if you're getting out there and you see something suspicious around your car, just go back inside and call somebody.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, so easy to get caught up in the environment of all the Christmas ornaments and all the music and all the activities going on, and you just start letting your guard down.
Sure. I'll tell my wife and my family also, especially the ladies, keep your purses close to you. Don't be dangling around. It's easy. Put them on your shoulders, tuck them in close to you, and keep them close. That way.
In fact, if it's got a strap, put it over your head and put it up under your arm. Just makes it a lot better. So, just make it hard for the thieves.
Correct.
Don't make it easy for them to knock your glass out and steal all your stuff. I know another one is like all these credit card machines is you might want to protect your PIN number and stuff. So Don't let people be seeing what your PIN number is.
Yep, that's a big thing these days. Scammers that put these little fake credit card things on gas pumps, even, and
That was
so
big for a while.
if it looks suspicious, be careful with it.
Yeah.
So,
Yep, absolutely. Well, those are all good tips. You got any programs like that public can help you guys do?
so as far as our programs, we have, of course, our big program is Copter Tots, and that's the big thing that we need the most help with. We have some ideas in the future for some future programs that will involve that we can get the public involved, but they're still a work in progress.
Yeah.
So we're still working on it.
How about if somebody? I know you guys have a thing. Let's just talk about that because that was a hot subject for a while. These flock cameras.
So yes, we have. So the city of Odenville, we have 5 of them.
Yeah.
Based around. If you don't know what a flock camera is, so a flock camera it's a license plate reader.
Right.
It's on the side of the road, and it reads license plates as it goes along. And what it does is it's connected up to NCIC, which is the FBI's crime database.
That's right.
So if the car is stolen, or the tag is stolen, or there's people's got warrants, it will alert us to the fact. But mostly we use those when we have crimes in the city. We can go back to those cameras and look during that time frame and figure out what vehicles might have been in that area at that time. We have actually used our flock cameras to successfully create timelines for a couple of homicides we had in the city.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd talk about that because people want to talk about these flock cameras sometimes because they don't understand it and they think these are right tickets and stuff, and that is absolutely not the thing they're for. But I remember when you guys solved one of the cases, and I thought, wow, what a great deal.
We used both. We used our flock cameras to help solve both of our homicides
Yeah.
we had. And it's an unfortunate event, but the fact that we was able to use that tool to help solve that crime, and now we have people that are in prison for these crimes.
Yeah.
We were able to successfully use that data in court,
right,
and prosecute these people, and they're no longer on the street.
Yeah, it's just awesome. It just popped in my head. I just thought this would be a great time to talk about those cameras because they were a big controversy when we first started getting them in.
And I guess sometimes they still can be, but they're more, so when you talk about flock cameras, so we have access not only to our flock cameras, so we share
right
throughout the city. So
that's right.
I have access to about 4,000 flock cameras throughout the Southeast. That includes Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Florida.
Right.
So we all share each other's data.
I do know, without giving too much away, that you guys were able to work on a case because you got a hit on a flock camera in Florida.
Yes.
And that just blew my mind when I heard that.
We was actually able to solve that case and contact the Florida authorities, and we actually made the arrest in Florida.
Yeah.
And got them extradited back.
So when you guys see these cameras, that's the kind of stuff that's happening with them. It's actually solving crimes. It's not out there to be Big Brother and watch anybody. It's actually to help solve crimes and make people safer.
That's what we do. Technology is our friend, and we try to.
Absolutely.
It's technology is it's a great tool for us. It helps. So
it really is. Well, I know you brought in a stack of papers with you, and people can't see them because they're just off camera. But is there anything else there you want to talk about that I didn't hit on? Or?
I think we've hit all the highlights. Of course, if anybody wants to contact the police department, we have a Facebook page, Odenville Police Department. Feel free to come online and join our Facebook page. We use that to put out reminders of events coming up. Yeah. We use that if I have traffic problems. We'll put out traffic issues. If we have traffic flow changes, like for school, we'll put that out.
Who takes care of your Facebook page?
So this, me and the captain, and of course our clerk Stevie. She helps us out with it. So there's 3 of us that kind of.
You guys do a really good job of it because I watch it a lot, and you guys do a really good
job in itself.
It really is. Kind of like YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll consume you if you let it.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you want to call the PD, of course, our number is 205-629-0811. That's the office. You can contact us. Business hours is the number for the business hours, Monday through Friday. So our non-emergency number is 205-629-3333. And then, of course, the office is...
You won't give them your cell phone number?
I do not. Ironically, a small town.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of people have it. I know.
And they call me a good bit, and I don't mind. It's right. But no, I do not want to give it out.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I was just going to give you the opportunity just in case you wanted to.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
I don't really have any on top of my head. Now, if you got some questions you'd like to ask me that might prompt me to.
No, I know you guys keep me seeing me look at the camera kind of off camera a little bit. I have a cheat sheet behind the camera, and I was looking at it to see if there was anything else that I haven't asked. I think we actually covered everything. So I just want to thank you for your service and thank all of your officers and the fire department and all the city workers and the girls and guys in the offices that are working. Um, a lot of people don't know how lucky we are in this city, but man, we have some awesome people working here.
We do. I like to always, and I brag on my officers all the time. They do a really, really wonderful job. We've got a great group of police officers that are truly dedicated to this city and to the job that they do.
Yeah, you can tell their hearts in it.
Their hearts in it. They love to do it. During the hot time, you may start seeing a few more blue lights out and around town because we kind of step up our game a little bit during the holidays, and
Yeah.
so you may see a few more blue lights here in the next few. And of course, it's gotten to the point where it's time to to be more visible.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you'll see them out there. But they're great. They're great officers. We have a lot of experience that we've recruited over the years. Now I'm a little biased. But I would rank my department with most anyone in the county. So, but that's just
No,
me.
you guys
So,
have an awesome department for sure.
So-
And I'm a little biased too, but just because I live here. But
I'm proud of them. They do a
Yeah.
great job, and my guys make my job easy. And if you
That
find
is
the
a
right
true
crew that makes your
statement.
job easy, that makes a difference. So.
for sure, yeah. Well, all right. Well, I appreciate you coming by today, and I know all the citizens that are watching this appreciate everything you guys do. If you guys need anything, make sure that you contact him again. That's Chief Glenn Walton, and you can give him your phone number one more time. Give him the non-emergency and the city hall number.
Sure. Of course, emergency again, 911. It gets us. That's the fastest way to get us. If you want a non-emergency number, 205-629-3333. And of course, the number to the PD is 205-629 0811.
And his
My
cell
number's
phone
always
number is. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
So, yeah, contact us anytime you need us. That's what we're here for.
Well, thank you
The
again.
simplest of things, we don't mind.
That's right. Thank you again for coming by today, Glenn.
It's a pleasure to be
We
here. Thank you
appreciate
again.
you guys. All right. Until next Friday, we'll see you guys a little later. Make each day count. Continue the journey. We'll see you.